Hi everyone, this is Asia, and I just wanted to share with you all our quick Father's Day trip on Dauphin Island, Alabama. And this is just us when we first got to the condo. I always like to check out the rentals that we use through Airbnb. I had a bad experience once before, so now I always make sure that I go through the whole entire unit before I even set down anything and get comfortable. So we just made it in. We didn't get in until like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. So I'm checking everything. This condo, the host is Miss Carmen, and she was so helpful and accommodating. There were some hiccups when we first made it into town. The cleaning crew did not clean up to my standards, but Miss Carmen was so nice. She made sure that she fixed that situation for us to the best of her abilities. So if you're trying to find somewhere nice to vacation on the beach, somewhere slow, somewhere family oriented, you might want to check out Dauphin Island. Now, I will say the population is predominantly white, but everyone seemed to treat us with no problems. This is outside of the unit. It is so pretty, you guys. It's up on stilts to keep it safe from flood waters. You see Cameron trying to get all of our luggage in because it's late, y'all. We're tired, and when I first walked in and realized that the unit wasn't clean, I was so mad. I had to clean and get everything situated before we can even lay down. But like I said, Miss Carmen was able to rectify that. Now, the porch, you guys, we did not utilize this space as much as we wanted to, but if you're trying to find some good, relaxing, laid-back vibes, always try something that's not so touristy. Island time is island time. Everything closes early. Everything opens whenever they want to open. They close whenever they decide they want to close. It doesn't matter if they have a set time on the Google Maps. Like, if they want to shut down, they're shut down. But anyway, y'all, look at this unit. This is after we got everything loaded from the car, and I just wanted to give y'all a good look. Y'all, look at this fool. He got on my mama's sun hat. But yeah, y'all, we tried to get cute. We went to brunch. I don't know where I got this outfit for Cameron. I believe it's from a TikTok shop. I don't know. But y'all, it was like $10, $15. And he got on one of his fossil watches from Father's Day. I got this little dress from Shein. I guess that's how you say it, Shein. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's cute. It was like $15. Gonna go and get us some brunch. And y'all, look, isn't that cute? I love me a good brunch. A brunching situation is always my cup of tea. But y'all, the food was so good, so fresh. I had a bacon, lettuce, and tomato and avocado toast, and Baker had some smoked salmon salad. It was just smoked salmon on arugula. And we had to go to the taco stand because, y'all, this man was still hungry after all of that. But this is the beach, you guys. There's hardly anybody out there. We didn't go until like 4, 5 o'clock in the evening. The sun was less brutal at that time. Well, yeah, it was such a vibe, y'all. Everything was just chill. There was not a lot of traffic out there. It was mostly families out there. It was really sweet. So we might have to bring the kids back to enjoy the waters. The waters were really calm. Now, if you want crystal clear waters, you probably don't need to come here. But since Cameron and I, we really are just beach sitting people. We want to sit down. So this is all I needed. I just needed an umbrella, my phone, a good lounge chair, some sunscreen, and maybe a Corona or some kind of Mike's Hard lemonade, something. But really, y'all, all we wanted to do was listen to the beach. So this is the next day, and y'all, this is my mama's old romper. I was feeling myself. It was cute and easy. I got Cameron another one of those two-piece sets. Still don't know where. I don't know, y'all, but it's cute. But yeah, we had to say goodbye. One last look at the condo before we leave. This is also a common thing that I do when I'm using Airbnbs. I always like to do a final walkthrough and just to let them know that this is the condition I left your home when I left it. But yeah, we had a good time, y'all. Now y'all know we had to go buy bookies. I don't have any real, no content from there, but I got my sandwiches and my beaver nuggets. And this is this darn tunnel that scares me so bad, but I always dug it out because I don't want Cameron saying something crazy to me. But y'all, does driving through this tunnel down here on the coast, well, not on the coast, but it's coming up from Mobile, I believe. Anyway, does that scare y'all? Anyway, we got back home and we had to go and get one of Cameron's electric guitars service. My great uncle gifted it to us, and Cameron went and got it cleaned up and restrung. So we came up here to pick it up. And this is just a little bit of content there. So this is Music and Arts in Meridian, Mississippi. They have so many different instruments and supplies and equipment for musicians and teachers and students. For it to be a small location, they had a lot to choose from. The kids were all over this place. But y'all, look, they have so many different things. Look at those drum sets, beautiful colors. I'm just surprised that, being in a smaller area, even though Meridian is big compared to our hometown, I was just surprised at the selection that they had. Look at those guitars. And we already knew Baker was going to find the drums. He loves to hit on anything. As y'all can see, I had the hardest time keeping their hands off of everything. But the staff there was so sweet, and they just let them roam around and look at everything. Cameron picked up his guitar, and we were on our way to the park. The kids love Bonita Lakes. After we had a quick family picnic from Chick-fil-A, they were there playing for a good 20 to 30 minutes, y'all. It was too hot to really do much, but they enjoyed themselves for the short amount of time. Y'all, look at Baker. He really thought he was doing something. Looking at my beautiful family, I know that there's a God. He's so good, y'all. These last few months have been so hard for my family after the passing of my parents, but having a strong and God-led man and beautiful children. Now, y'all, they can work a nerve, but my children are so precious, y'all, and I'm so thankful for them. It really does make me feel a little emotional sometimes just thinking about how much that God has blessed me with, and I'm thankful that He has given me the responsibility to care for these people, because these are my people, y'all. Look at Baker, y'all. It's so funny. Oh yeah, and y'all, Cameron had to get me trying to be his super mama. Thanks so much for joining us for our Father's Day trip. We hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride and felt a little bit of the love and laughter that we share. Be sure to follow along for more content from regular, everyday people who love God, cherish family, and find joy in the journey, wherever it takes us. This is Living in the Middle.